Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Vivian. I'm a robotics engineer with a love for all things beauty and makeup related, and today is an updated full face of Vieve. I love Jamie Genevieve. I love her as a person. I love her as a makeup artist. Her makeup style is definitely a little bit more glam, I would say, than what I typically go in with, but the products that she comes out with, every single time I'm so drawn towards them. Like, I love her entire line. I feel like there really hasn't been any misses from Jamie Genevieve's line, and I did this video almost 2 years ago now. I have gotten a lot of new products from Vieve since then, so I just figured it was a time for an updated full face of Vieve, show you guys how the products apply, my thoughts on them. So I hope you guys like this video. If you do, be sure to like and subscribe if you aren't already, and let's just hop into it. One thing that I don't have from Vieve is their Skin Nova, which is their primer. I did used to have a mini sample or a mini size of it, but I used it up completely and I didn't want to pick up a new one just for this video. I'm gonna try and get a very similar look by mixing the Orc Glow Lust and a moisturizer. The one that I'm using right now is just the Merit Great Skin Moisturizer. I'm hoping this will work okay. I'm a little hesitant because the Merit moisturizer has pilled on me in the past, but we'll see. I have 2 pumps of moisturizer, and then I'm just gonna put 1 pump of the Orc Glow Lust, and I have mine in the shade Pyrite. This mixture will probably have the same kind of effect as the Skin Nova. It's just a very pretty, glowy, barely tinted, like glowy primer. And so I'm just gonna put this mixture all over my face. That gave me a very nice glowy base, same with what the Vieve base usually does. I am gonna go in with their Skin Nova Complexion Balm. I have mine in the shade 210. I will say this undertone is not like the most perfect. It is a little bit lighter and a little bit peachier than my actual skin tone. I can usually make it work. I do like this product. I feel like it blends out really nicely and I really like the effect that it has on the skin. So I'm just gonna go in with this directly on my face. This is definitely light for me right now because I am pretty tan from my last little trip. This is also new compared to the last full face of Vieve that I did. This is something new that I've added to my collection, but it blends out so beautifully. It does have a slight scent. It kind of smells sandalwoody, I want to say. It is really pretty. It just leaves a really good, just like sheer coverage that you can build up if you want to. Like, I can add another layer right now. I'm gonna bring some down my neck just because my neck and my face do not match completely right now, but this is so easy to blend out. I do really like this product. I feel like it always looks really pretty and it sets down and it never makes me feel super oily throughout the day. I feel like when it's blended out, it doesn't look that off, and that's just because of how sheer of a formula it is. I'm gonna go in with one more layer, really light layer, and I just think it's a really good product. Like, I'm really glad that I picked this up. I think it sits amazing. I think it blends out really, really nicely. It never looks heavy on my skin and you can build it up. So really, it's just a really good product. I wish they had a couple more shades and undertones so that I could find like my perfect match. But that being said, this is pretty good. The next product that I'm gonna go in with is the Vieve Modern Radiance Concealer. I have mine in the shade Medium 4. This is a thicker formula for a concealer. I feel like a little bit goes a really long way. And I don't have a ton to cover up, so I'm just gonna go on these key areas just underneath my eye and the 2 active blemishes that I have, and then just take the same brush that I was using for foundation, which is the e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush, and use this to blend. I feel like this currently looks so stunning, like seamless. I have a really nice glow to my skin. I'm definitely gonna set down, but if you want something a little bit more glowy, I do think that this is very pretty and a very pretty finish. For bronzer, I'm gonna go in with the Vieve Modern Radiance Cream Bronzer. I have mine in the shade Medium. I do not get enough use out of this product. It is beautiful. The shade of this is a little bit, I mean, it's a bronzer, so it's a little bit more orangey than I prefer. And this pot has so much product in here. Like, I really don't think I'll ever be able to finish it up completely. But I am going to go in with this. Since I am a little bit more tan, I do think that this will work for me for right now. But take some on a brush and just start applying to my face. I should have tapped a little bit of the excess out, or a little bit more of the excess out. I feel like I went a little too far. But this also blends beautifully, and when I am tan, I do really like this shade. It's just when I'm a little bit more pale, it's a little bit more orange leaning, but in the summer, I think this is a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. I'm gonna take my foundation brush and just go over underneath where I went a little bit too low. This does also have a scent to it. I want to say it's like florally. It smells pretty good though. I'm gonna take a little bit and just go on my jawline. I know Vieve has some liquid blushes. I don't have any because I really did not want to spend money on a liquid blush when that's not my favorite formula. So instead, I'm gonna go in with the Vieve Powder. I've seen on their like social media that they have done this before. I have mine in the shade Miss Figgy. It's supposed to be like a moussey matte lip product, but I'm gonna go in with this on my cheeks as well. So this is the color. I think that's a beautiful, beautiful blush color. I have a brush here. This is the Spectrum and Katie Jane Hughes #3 brush. And I'm just gonna pick this up on the brush and tap it out. Okay, I think it dried down too quickly, which is my fault for sure, but let's put a little bit more on. That's really, really pretty. Oh, I really like that as a blush. It's not too pigmented. This is very much like a sunburn blush, like a summer shade blush for me, but it's so pretty. I'm not gonna go in with that much more because I do have powder blushes to go in with, and a lot of them. Instead of adding more to it, I am gonna set my face. I have the Vieve Modern Powder Perfector, also in the shade medium here, and I am gonna put this pretty much everywhere. You can see I haven't used this like a ton, but I'm gonna set my forehead, a little bit of kick up, but nothing crazy. Oh, this is a really good powder. I should really use this more. It is so smoothing, like crazy smoothing. That looks so, so good. I probably should have put on a little bit of the liquid highlighter before I powdered, but that's okay. I'm just gonna go in with it now. I'm gonna take a little tiny bit on the back of my hand. I'm actually gonna take this Spectrum and Katie Jane Hughes #8 brush and tap the highlighter into the brush and really prime the bristles, and then just take this on any of the high points that I want to be a little bit more glowy. I have so many blush options. I have 3 of their sunset blushes. I have shade Rosa, which is this like very pretty neutral pink shade. I have a shade Cherub, which is a slightly brighter pink, but nothing too unwearable. I also have the shade Malbec, which is brand new to my collection, and this is more of like a wine plum color. Also have this Vieve face palette, which is their Twilight Dimension face palette. It has a highlighter and 3 blush shades, and these blush shades are stunning. I love these blush shades for when I'm like traveling. I have never used the highlighter, so why don't we go in with the powder highlighter right now? It has been so long since I've used a powder highlighter, like an insanely long amount of time, but I do think that's really pretty. I like the glow that it gave, and it's not too glittery. Yeah, that's really pretty. I like that a lot. For blush, I'm trying to decide which shade I should go in with. I feel like this shade from the palette, this like darker shade, matches the powder more, but I've never used the shade Malbec. I think I'm gonna go in with Malbec. Did not tap off enough of the excess. Okay. Pigmented, pigmented, pigmented. Take my foundation brush and just go over this really quick. I just put way too much on. I like the color of this a lot though. This is definitely too much blush. Definitely part of the too much blush club right now, but that's okay. I have a bunch of their lip products here. So I have 2 of their lip liners in the shades Aphrodite and Rumor. Let's give these, oh, Aphrodite needs a sharpen, and I don't think I have a sharpener here. Not using Aphrodite today. Rumor is a kind of darker, deeper berry shade, which I think is what I'm going to go in with today. I also have the Vieve Lip Dews. I have the clear shade, their sparkly shade, and I also have the shade Rosa, which is a just neutral pink. This formula is really nice. This is what I have on my lips right now, just throughout the whole video to hydrate it a little bit. I also have the shade Kink, which is this very pretty lipstick shade. Definitely more of a full coverage, but look at the packaging of this. It's so pretty. And then lastly, the powder, which you guys have seen, but I'll swatch it again just for funsies. It's that moussey lip texture. This one is more of like a brick red compared to the other two. I'm gonna go in with the lip liner in the shade Rumor. These lip liners are honestly great. They're not super creamy, so they have really, really good staying power. I really like this shade. For the actual product, I am gonna go in with the powder. That is so pretty. I'm so not used to a matte lip. Hold on, let me zoom you in. That is so pretty. I'm so not used to a matte lip, but I do really like that combo together. And I think it matches really well with the blush. I feel like that blush, even though in the pan, it looks a little bit more like cool tone, I think it's transformed on me to be a lot warmer. Or maybe, yeah, like that blush does not really equate to that shade. My foot is falling asleep. Ugh. Those are all of the actual Vieve products I have. I guess I am gonna go in with a layer of Rosa of the lip dew, just because I'm so not used to seeing my lips matte. I do really like how this makeup came out though. I feel like I haven't done a bold lip in a really long time. I'm gonna do my brows and my eyelashes off camera because I don't have any of those Vieve products. I don't think Vieve has any brow products, but I definitely wouldn't buy the mascara anyway, just because my lashes are so stubborn. It's not worth it for me to spend that much money when I know it's not gonna work. So I will be right back for the final look. Just for funsies, I want to try some of the other lip products for you guys. I want to go in with the shade Kink. I think with this makeup, this is a little bit cool toned, but I do really like this formula. I also think it's a stunning, stunning formula. I want to go in with a little bit of just Rosa, which seems pretty clear, to be honest, but it's a really pretty finish, really pretty shine. I'm going to reline my lips and just put on a little bit of the powder again without the gloss on top. I feel like adding the gloss made it look so much more intense. I don't know why, it just did. But here is the final look. Taking the clips out, I think this is so pretty. The mascara, I just went in with my normal Romand Hand All Fix mascara in the shade Volume Black. Eyebrows, I just ran a little bit of my Kosas brow gel through it and then threw in a little bit of the Benefit Precisely My Brow in the shade 5, wherever I thought it needed a little bit more filling. I really like it. Honestly, I feel like this is so pretty. I haven't worn such warm tones in a really long time, mostly because, you know, in my project pan, I've been working on this pink cool tone blush. Before that, the Milk Cooling Water Jelly Tint, which was also a little bit cooler toned. So just a warm, like brick red feels life-changing to me right now. My skin is very glowy, maybe a little bit too glowy for my personal preference. I do really like how this makeup turned out. I think Vieve has some amazing, amazing products, and they're just a really good brand, and I trust Jamie Genevieve as like a beauty guru, and I'm so happy to see her brand grow and just come out with a bunch of these amazing, amazing products. Like some of these are truly staples. The Vieve the Skin Nova Complexion Balm. This is relatively new to my collection, and I did use it for a solid like whole month. And it turned out amazing every single time. I did really like the way this looked and felt on my skin. The Vieve Sunset blushes, I mean, I have 3 of them, plus the face palette. If that tells you anything, the powders are really, really good. The shades are stunning. They're pigmented without being too pigmented. These are stunning. The concealer is not my absolute favorite. I just prefer something a little bit more lightweight, but underneath my eyes, it looks really, really good. Like you can't really see creases at all. The bronzer, It's such a good bronzer. I just need to use it so much more. And right now I'm working on my Merit Bronze Balm. So I have a lot of bronzers that I need to work my way through, and I have been neglecting others, and the Vieve one is one that I've been neglecting. The lip liner is stunning. It always has been stunning. I have loved Aphrodite for a little bit now. I like the shade Rumor as well. That's a really pretty lip liner. The powder is so comfortable. You know, like, you know how some products are a little bit more matte and they feel kind of chalky on your lips? This doesn't feel like that, and I'm not usually a matte lip person, but like, it also is not transferring, like barely any transferred. So I feel like that is such a good sign. I'm so excited with how this turned out. I think I'm just excited to wear warm tones again, to be honest. But yeah, that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the updated full face of Vieve, because Vieve is a brand that I truly, truly enjoy, and I love seeing what else they come out with. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.